Now, you might recall back in episode 89 of the Inside the Spa Business show, I sat down with Mia Karikos, who was the new head of global wellbeing for Hyatt Hotels. And not surprisingly, Mia's come up with some really interesting ideas and concepts over the past few months as she's been in this role. And the new one just announced is their Wellbeing Ideation Labs. And the concept is pretty simple. It's basically getting together a bunch of industry leaders and experts around a certain field, bring them in to try and come up with ideas to incorporate well-being into certain elements and aspects of the Hyatt Hotel journey, whether that's for Hyatt Hotel guests or Hyatt staff or business partners, basically anybody who comes into business or into contact with Hyatt Hotels. And the first area they've targeted was meetings, which makes sense because Hyatt has a fairly extensive meetings and incentives type of business. And unsurprisingly, again, they obviously found a lot of ways that it could be improved. So Renee Moorfield headed up this particular discussion. She was a moderator for the group. And Renee Moorfield is a well-known workplace wellness expert, so that kind of makes sense. And they've got a bunch of other people from other companies and other businesses in. So I think it's a really interesting approach. No doubt they'll be coming up with different ideation labs for different elements of the journey for the hotel guests, staff, and everybody else. And so it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out. And I'm looking forward to hearing what Hyatt implement as a result of these ideation labs. And of course, they're also pulling in consumers and actual users of the end product, which of course, again, makes perfect sense.